Yeah, now the same complaint you can say like Wilson that like, you know, oh man, like water like shits all over Gravios, man. So why don't you complain about Gravios then if that is the case? Okay, but water element shits on Gravios so hard. Okay, but okay, like back during release, like a water vial from like chargeblade does like 600 per vial. So does every shot of like a water ammo. So okay, I can tell you if like right now dragon ammo is like a normal ammo, like a normal element ammo in like in here, right? Then like okay, what was it like okay, HBG element HBG would shit all over it as well. Too bad we don't have like element dragon ammo, I guess, but too bad. But yeah. So I'm not complaining, Wilson, man. I'm not complaining, because like this is like just a Gokmazios kind of thing. So yeah, let me see for this, man. I'm gonna try to make like the Archon Dragon after this, I guess, but and let's see how it is like later. Okay, but having such variance in the game from weapon to weapon in damage output is not healthy. It is the definition of unbalance. They should homogenize elemental hit zones like a little more if they insist on having weapons that can produce 10 times more element damage like than like others. Right, but the thing is like Wilson, right? Like okay, like you're saying as if like the weapon was ever like balanced in like Monster Hunter, bro. Okay, but adding element damage careless will just create massive imbalance between weapon. I can tell you right now, Wilson, man. Okay, you're looking at this in the wrong way. Okay, but okay, that's not the correct like one. So yeah, because raw also gain as well. Okay, most raw weapon will run the new Archon weapon as well. So and they gain like really high raw. Okay, my charge blade has 268 raw, for example, compared to the usual 220, sorry. So that's more than like just 10%, 15% damage gain. Okay, but in terms of like the weapon like base like raw. Okay, but so yeah, the problem is you're looking at it strictly in Gokmazios case. Okay, but they just added a monster that's basically giga weak to a very certain element, and that's about it. So that's about it. Okay, but here is the thing, right, Wilson? Right? Here is the thing. Let's do like a more realistic one right here. The hardest monster in the game that like people still farm right now is Omega. Okay, like go like us like the upgraded like a thunder like element like a build or something like that, and go fight like what was it, like Omega. Okay, but I would probably still do more damage with my spread HBG, and that's raw, right? So okay, but probably. Okay, you're looking at this in the wrong way. Okay, but it's not element that gets like major buff. Every build gets buff except spread HBG, Kek W. So okay, like it's the monster that comes out. Okay, but okay, the monster is just weak to that. So what you want, I guess, is like basically don't release a monster that's like super weak to a certain element. So okay, but yeah, Gokmazios make it like basically like, you know, 25 hit zone for like element basically. Okay, but okay, for your like what was it? For your information, like Gravios belly is 45 hit zone for like water. So okay, but yeah, while like Gokmazios, I would probably check, like I think it's probably around like 80 dragon hit zone when it's supercharged. Okay, but that's why it does like that number of damage. Down again. Good hit zone, 39.4 again. What is said, but like there is something you're ignoring. Suppose that Capcom decided to give every weapon 500 element. That's not all weapons will benefit the same. 500 element to rollblade probably something like a 20 to 40% damage like increase. Like a 500 element to like a longsword 40%. Yeah. They have designed weapon with very different elemental motion value. Hence, like they give equal amounts of like raw elemental damage. Yeah, but like that, then why didn't you complain that like some weapon like have like crap like raw like a multiplier as well? Okay, but okay, why don't you complain on the other side about raw as well then? So yeah, because like some weapons have way better like raw value. Okay, but that's why they are running raw. Okay, but so yeah. Okay, but yeah, and if anything, like most of the time, like raw value is the one that gets like increased like better. So yep. Okay, check world. What weapons do people play? So yeah, 90% of the time they run Fatalist weapon because like raw is king. Okay, but just need like to put wax and all the crit rate and everything like that. Okay, but yeah, only specific weapons like bow, like or like dual blade, or like certain ones that like actually do run like element. So yep. Oh shit, unblockable again, bro. Oh my god, fuck this shit, bro. Okay, billion AoEs again, bro. Oh, I don't have like any more of a max spot actually. But yeah, element SAD, chargeblade, like my favorite, your favorite. Well, good for you, I guess, bro. Okay, but good for you. I can tell you that like it won't be like a good build like in normal case scenario. So it's good in Gogmazios though. So yeah, because like Gogmazios is trash like a hit zone. Okay, but that's where like element SAD like can pretend that they are good, I guess. Bro, it's taking a while to kill like ever since like we have this like you know, proof of a hero like song actually. It's taking a while over here actually. Oh wait, what am I doing? Okay, I should have like went like spread HBG bro. Okay, base as fuck. Base as fuck. Nah, Larry man, all it takes is basically about 5 to 6 like normal hunts for you, Larry, and you will like basically like complain about like how shit like SAD charge blades is. That's all it takes, man. 5, 6 of a normal hunt, you know. Okay, but they don't give the same flat element for all like weapons. Okay, but there is elemental bloat value as well, so he's not wrong that like some weapons like gain benefits more on like the element though. He's not wrong. But the same can be said for raw as well. Okay, but same can be said there as well. Okay, but so why don't you complain when like raw is basically the king then? Okay, that gets like the buff as well. So well, we know why, because like his weapon is raw, and so is mine. Okay, but so it's not like I don't get him. Okay, but the point is right now, right? Like okay, he's looking at it in the Gogmazios like case. Okay, but give it a few like weeks until like people stop farming Gogmazios, because Gogmazios is like trash anyway. So it's not gonna be like Omega where like people farm it like 24/7. So okay, but yeah, people will stop like this crap. So because it's just not a fun fight. Okay, then when they're back to like a normal one, then they can see like how element actually performs. Okay, but
Let's move out.
don't care if it's not high DPS or meta, it feels like better and I just like wanna play it. It feels the same though, like Larry man. Unless like your feeling comes from the numbers. Okay, but which if the numbers doesn't do well, then you wouldn't like basically like feel better, right? So yeah, because the feeling of the in terms of like gameplay, SAED doesn't change, right? So yep, gameplay was. So your definition of feels better is the number look good. Okay, but yep. So if the number doesn't look good, like let's say you get like shit on by Lenny's like swordandshield butter knife, then like okay, it's not gonna feel good then I guess. Welcome back, Rex man. Welcome back, bro. Oops.